Hello and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Lore. Today we're going to talk about Tor the Shuttlezord. Now, this would be the second carrier Zord to enter in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers franchise and the first true sentient Zord. Now, what do you mean by first true sentient Zord? Well, the first true sentient Zord that we would see on visual screen. Titanus, we're given some hints that it's more than what it appears, but we're never actually shown anything more than that. But we do know, for one thing, that this Zord was not born like the rest, at least in theory. It was not born like the rest. This one was created by a green crystal that Zordon used to fuse with a turtle sometime after Tommy became the White Ranger to make this giant Zord. There was nothing else going on there. They didn't take any, apparently just took a crystal and a turtle and said this would look good, and then just smashed it together and then created Tor the Shuttlezord. Now, if you don't remember him too much, it's not hard. He only appeared in 6 episodes in Season 2. And that's basically it. There wasn't a real big explanation besides Zordon saying, hey, this is a new Tor. He's a friend who's going to help you guys with the new Zord. Now, why did he show up? They already had Titanus. We don't even know what happened to Titanus. Well, after the Dinozords were destroyed and the Thunderzords came forth, Titanus was only compatible with the Dinozords. So they had to create a new one, supposedly, to fit the Thunderzords, and that would be Tor. Now, Tor is much different than his counterparts. He is always usually seen being smashed in by something. Like, he's usually, like, crushed into the earth by any redeeming force. Every enemy's just trying to smash him down, and he uses his shell to fight him off. He also has a warrior mode, much like the Red Ranger has its own warrior mode, when he does in his Dragon Thunderzord. Now, when he first shows up, he's fighting against a monster called Forehead, and basically who's managed to defeat the Mega Tiger Zord, and they basically get their butts kicked. The Rangers are about to be destroyed when Tor shows up. Tor and the Red Dragon Thunderzord basically fight him off, and they're able to press on. Now, things get more complicated when essentially Serpentera arrives, and they realize how powerful Serpentera is, and Tor tries to help them out a little bit, but basically he kind of gets smashed, gets kicked out of his armor mode, and then immediately gets shut back into his shuttle mode, and then spends like a half a minute just being grinded down into the ground by Serpentera, and like Tor's like screaming, going, "What the hell am I supposed to do against this?" And in truth, what are you supposed to go against that? Well, thankfully, the amount of power it took to like ground him down they had to retreat after with Serpentera, or they would make it back home and it'd just be like a dead Zord in the middle of the city, leaving them exposed. So they were able to escape. Now, several different times they would be called upon the power of Tor to basically help form up the Thunderzords, as well as help them do battle against some certain creature. Now, they eventually would form a new Zord, the Thunder Ultra Zord, which would not work normally like normal combinations. Well, when they combined with Titanus in the old TV show, they would all have these barrage of laser beams, missiles, just like firing like in the most epic display you've ever seen. Instead, they go a different route. They've got the cannons, but they go, nah, we're not going to use that. Hey, Rocky, could you spin that staff overhead? Oh, yeah. We're going to use it as a helicopter, fly overhead the creature, the monster, and then just stop and just fall right on top of it. Just like Mario. Yes, we Mario'd that crap. So that is how they used the Thunder Megazord. That's basically just flew overhead and dropped it. But they only used it 3 times in the entire series. Now, after the Thunderzords kind of go away and the Ninja Zords come in, what happens? We don't know. They needed a more capable Thunderzord, and Tor is officially retired. Now, mind you, he's a living creature. Or at least was built of a living creature. So, like, what do they do with him? Did he just go in storage, or did they release him? Or, like, I don't know. Or did they send him back to Eltar? It's never fully explained. He could have been released. He could have been doing something else. Or there's a speculation that during Zeo, Billy mentions that he's makes the Zeo Zords out of recycled Zords. Did they dismantle poor Tor, who is a living creature, to make this new Zords? My God, I hope not. Because that is terrifying to believe. Oh my god, could you believe that? Like, you just like, it's screaming, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're no longer necessary. Give me your leg, I need that for something else. Yikes. So that is Tor. He could be still around, he could be a nice little callback to go back to, and going like, oh, he's just been left out here alone, and no one's really been bringing him up. But whatever, that's usually how it happens. That is forgotten things. I hope they didn't tear him apart, because that'd be really, really upsetting on me. I'm going, oh my god. I know how you guys feel. So, thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. May the power protect you always. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.